Pompey did exactly what I think 95% of Pompey fans expected them to do after beating Leeds. That was going to lose to Plymouth.
Here we go. It's the Pompey Pod with Mike and Dan. And what a week. What a week it's been, Dan. Other than the football side of things, how are you? You good?
Terrific, yes.
Fabulous.
Other than the football side of things.
What's not so terrific as what's happened is, as one person put in a very old man style, it's very much after the Lord Mayor's show, after the Leeds, fantastic Leeds victory. We've now won 2 defeats, both of which, well, one was appalling and the other one was just disappointing, is how I would is how I describe it. Should we start with Plymouth?
Okay. Which one are you saying is which?
Well, I'm saying the manner of them were both appalling, I think. But ultimately, our away form, I'd say, we go to Preston, we don't necessarily we might expect to get a point, but ultimately it's not a massive surprise looking at our away form that we lost. However, we shouldn't have. But Plymouth is a different story altogether, because ultimately Plymouth were bottom of the league. We've just been top of the league. Plymouth come to our place where we've got a good record and we lose 2-1. Let's start, Dan, with were you surprised there's no changes in the lineup after the Leeds game, bearing in mind this came quite quickly afterwards, and the amount of effort that went into that match?
Very. I think we said on here, didn't we, about how the effort they put in. It was Sunday morning, and the Plymouth game was Wednesday evening? Was it Wednesday? It was Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I thought they'd make sort of 2 changes.
Yeah,
2 maybe 3 changes, and I was surprised to see the same team. I thought, okay, fair enough. He's gone with a winning team. Yeah, it did seem a bit of a surprise, and then I think it showed in the performance. And Pompey did exactly what I think 95% of Pompey fans expected them to do after beating Leeds. That was going to lose to Plymouth, bottom of the league, no away wins all season. What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly be more Portsmouth than that? It was just a strange one, though, wasn't it? It was kind of. I thought at the very least Dazelle might come out, because he was on his. If he got booked in that game, he then misses 2 games. But that was the last game before the kind of amnesty, if you like, before that yellow card kind of kicks in. So I'd have at least rested him and probably brought Hayden in. But then also just freshen it up elsewhere. Just we've now got players who apparently can come into the side. We'll talk more about that after the Preston, when it comes to Preston. But it was just strange, wasn't it? It was just nothing first half in particular.
Yeah.
We didn't create much. Plymouth just sat back. And surely when you're looking at that sort of, it's going to be a different sort of game to Leeds. You're going to have more of the ball. And I think that's the reason why I made those changes in the second half. But you've got to expect that, haven't you? You've got to surely.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like you say, Plymouth just defended, did what they had to do, did a job on us, as they say, and took their chances, which we didn't. Yeah, and it was just all around very, very disappointing, wasn't it? Even with the goal. Well, when we got the goal, and then they said 10 or 11 minutes of injury time.
Yeah.
I did think maybe.
I thought we had another 2-2 on our hands.
Yeah, but even then, there was no chance after that, was there? I don't think.
No.
I don't think there was any real chance.
No.
And just not good enough. Just not good enough. I was surprised to see Richie start, and I thought it was really poor first half as well. It seemed to be that every time it went down that right-hand side, the move broke down. He lost the ball a lot. Not just singling out Richie, but I think he was one of the ones that I was surprised started. I thought he might be one of the ones that start as a sub.
Yeah. And plus we've got the options there, haven't we? We've got Gordon, who's they're giving more minutes to now. I thought maybe he might get a start just to give Richie a bit of a rest, really. If not anything else. It was just really disappointing. And then obviously the second goal kind of was a pack mistake. He was caught out of position, and again he got loaded on social media, didn't he? After the game, it's kind of again we're sticking with Pack, and why is Towler not being given the chance? And look, I'm going to stick up for Pack here and just say the thing is, yes, Towler is a centre back, and yes, Towler came in and did okay in the games that he did when he came in. I think early season we got away with a lot. I think I've mentioned before about the Luton game where he kept getting caught out of position, and we could have been 3-0 down in no time. The Middlesbrough game, I thought he was a little bit wanting in that as well. Just several times, he doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence, and so I can completely understand. I just don't think he's a Championship level player. He didn't play a lot in League One, so why is he going to get a lot of minutes in Championship? Yes, you could say he's already fit centre back, but that's my opinion. I just think Pack it's just kind of, it's not the ideal option. Of course it's not, but
no,
I just think you can see why he's experienced.
Yeah, I can see it from both points of view. I can see why people say, if you've got a centre back, why are you not playing a centre back? But at the same time, I don't quite think he's the saviour that everyone thinks he's going to be. So many people are saying, well, if we had Towler in, we'd be all right. I don't think so. I don't think
it'd be a lot of difference with it.
No.
I do feel for him, because ultimately you are the centre back, and you must be soul destroying to actually see every time somebody gets injured. It's like, rather than he gets called upon, they either play somebody out of position or they sign someone else.
Yeah.
But it's needs must. I think ultimately there's no real room for compassion and things like that. Not compassion. That's not the right word, is it? What's the sentiment? Is the right word. When you're fighting to stay in this league, and you can't just go, oh, okay, we'll give him a go, and then 5 games later, when people are tearing him a new backside, say, well, okay, well, that's what you wanted at the time. It's the manager's call. The manager's got to make that call, and the manager's obviously not comfortable with him.
Yeah, we're all hindsight geniuses, aren't we? Genii. Everyone's a hindsight genius.
But there was lots of possession, no creativity, wasn't it, against Plymouth? I think they came back, and not being funny, Liverpool couldn't break them down, could they? If they're just going to sit backs to the wall, and they got 2 breakaway goals, and in fact they could have had one before the first goal. They had a good effort, didn't they? Hardy, decent save.
Yeah, good save. Yeah.
Schmid kind of went from being the hero at Leeds to, he should have done better with the second goal, I think, shouldn't he?
Yeah, near post, wasn't it? I honestly, I haven't seen the goals back. I haven't seen the highlights of the Plymouth or the Preston game back.
Why not?
Funnily enough. Yeah, no. Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Now, Al-Sheesh obviously scored a great goal against Plymouth, but, and I'm going to say a but here, he hasn't done much else, has he? It's a good finish, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know if we're just kind of spoiled with Lang, but no, we're not, are we? Let's call it as it is. He's not done anything else other than that goal since he's been in the Pompey shirt.
No, I think he works hard, and I just think
he tries.
Quality, he tries hard. A little bit of quality not there, but I was pleased that he got a goal. I was hoping that would sort of turn it for him.
Yeah, and I was kind of hoping that would move into the Preston game, and actually he might be a bit more instrumental, but he wasn't. I just thought it's.
Well, he was still one of our brightest players against Preston, and then
I guess.
Then he got taken off.
I guess.
We've done Plymouth,
Yeah, let's talk about Preston. So lineup, they did make changes this time. Tolley said about Ogilvie going into centre back. That's what happened. Bramwell came in at left back. Gordon came in for Ritchie on the right side. Oh, no, he didn't. Tell a lie. Yengi and Bishop and Al-Sheesh went to the right-hand side, didn't he? Yengi and Bishop. The thing, what really surprised me about this, when the lineup was announced, you kind of look at it and, fair enough, it's not standard, but some people were saying we're going to play 3 at the back, we're going to play 5 at the back. I couldn't see how that could work. Excuse me. I don't see where anyone was getting that. For me, it was pretty straightforward that we're going to play Bishop, drop back a little bit, and Yengi up top. Let's talk about Yengi first, shall we?
Yeah, why not?
What? Just what is my question?
I don't know whether I've said this before, but I don't think his the way he runs doesn't help. He's like one of those players like Berbatov that looks really lazy, but they're probably not. He is probably trying, but I don't know. It's just how much can you stick up for him? I just think there's no runs in behind. Is there anything? And he gets the ball and he just slows it down and tries to do his step overs, and it's just, mate, let's do the easy things first. Then when we're 2 goals up, then you can start fanning around with the ball. No, he wasn't great. I think possibly even think that might be the last we've seen of him.
Well, I hate to say it, but I kind of hope so. Again, I said about Towler, I just don't think Yengi's this level. He hasn't shown it at all this season. He just seems, one thing about him last season, he seemed enthusiastic. This season, there seems to be no enthusiasm whatsoever.
It seems to be an attitude there, doesn't there?
Yes, so it's almost like something happened over the summer, and it's just not there for him, is it? He was second to almost everything on Saturday, wasn't he? It's just kind of, it was driving me mad. It's kind of like as soon as the ball went forward, it's almost as if their defenders were preempting it, and he was just like, "Oh, it's coming my way." So come on, man.
Yeah.
And the thing you can criticize Bishop all you want for not scoring enough goals or whatever, but one thing he's always on it, isn't he? He knows when the ball's coming his way. He's always in there fighting for it. That's such a thing that was lacking with Yengi, I thought.
Yeah.
I can understand why they experimented with it, but I just think you lose what you gain by having Yengi. You don't. It just makes no sense to play Bishop out of position and put Yengi in there. So I thought it was quite a bad call, really. And again, I know it's hindsight, but yeah, I think you're right. I think that could be and he's away for Australia, isn't he? So next week.
Well, he didn't, and he didn't even come on against Plymouth, which I thought was strange. That the Plymouth game, we're looking for a goal at home, and he brought on Omani, didn't he? He did against Plymouth, didn't he? He did bring on Omani.
Yes, yeah.
And then he starts against Preston, so I just thought it was rather strange. But I hated the whole game, to be honest. The Preston
you
game.
could see where it was going, couldn't you? You could see where.
Oh, absolutely.
The game was going.
Absolutely.
Again, it was similar to Millwall in a way. We just created nothing, and
the
longer we don't create anything. A second.
We haven't played Millwall away.
No, Millwall. When we played Millwall at home, we lost.
Oh, at home. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and we created nothing. Then they scored a goal, and then
I think it was just the fact that I think I said that to you, that Preston. It was almost like the first half was like a training game. It was that slow, and Preston were just. I mean, they were awful. Preston. They were worse than us, and we were winning a lot of the ball sort of in midfield. And then it was any time we got in the final third, it was just a terrible ball, terrible pass. And the players just, I don't know, you just think it seemed like everyone was off pace. Just like, it just seemed like a really slow, tired, either a training game or a pre-season friendly, something like that. It just seemed really weird atmosphere. And that's why that's what I messaged you, and I just thought this is only going to go one way because they're there for the taking. And we're going to end up losing this because we've seen it.
And as soon as Ched Evans came off the bench, I was literally about to message you when you messaged me. And I was literally about to say, he's going to score, isn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't score, but he set it up. Offside, by the way, he was. Before he flicked that on. I've not watched it back, but when I first saw it, I'm sure he's come back from an offside position. When it was initially knocked over, he was in an offside position. He came back onside and flicked it on, didn't he? Not a lot has been said about that, but anyway, that's by the by. But yeah, it was just one of those games again where Murphy is off it, wasn't he? Yengi, obviously, we've spoken about him. Arshish tried, but didn't really do a huge amount. I thought Dazelle and Potts were okay in the centre of midfield, but it's something when our best player was probably Bramall, the left back, wasn't it? He was. But he was our best player. Not don't know if you saw Neil Allen's review in the news. He gave him a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. No.
It wasn't almost.
There was no nines. There was no nines on that pitch.
There were no nines. No. He was maybe a 7 and still our best player.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wasn't a 9. Good hit from him.
Yeah. Oh, really good hit. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I just thought it was just that's the thing that frustrated me most. We've had plenty of away games where we've known within sort of 10 minutes we're going to get battered. We're going to lose this game. But that game was just so frustrating because just Preston just not on it at all in the first half. They just looked more bored than we did. And then he brought the 4 subs on at half time, didn't he? Which showed it said everything about their first half performance, that he actually took 4 people off.
We could have done the same as well, though, I think. Maybe not 4. We certainly could have made a couple of changes, I think. And I was really hoping that, again, I don't want to bang on about it, but I was really hoping Yengi wasn't going to come out second half, but he did. And it's like, needs a brave manager to take him off. we ended the game with 3 centre forwards on the pitch. That just desperate, was it? Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Just chuck everything at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of thought, what's the point of bringing Pack on at 91 minutes? It seemed a bit
strange.
Yeah,
strange. Yeah, but still, at least we've still got that 10-point cushion, haven't we? And that, it is still 10 points, isn't it? What?
Yeah.
What is it now?
Yeah.
4 points.
No, 4 points.
Oh, excellent.
Well, that's what I was going to come on to, is that we are still 17th, which is good. And this is the thing. A lot of people are obviously losing their mind. One person put on our socials, I don't see us winning another game before the end of the season. Or no, actually, I tell a lie. They actually put, I don't see where we're going to win another game between now and the end of the season.
Okay, there's plenty.
Let's have some perspective on it, shall we? We've lost two poor games yet, but we also beat Leeds, and we've beaten Middlesbrough. We've beaten some good teams, so there's nothing to say we can't beat Blackburn. But the only thing, if you look at it, is although obviously Oxford and Cardiff both won at the weekend, Derby on a little bit of a run of form. Derby is still 4 points behind us. Cardiff and Oxford hadn't won for a long time, or for a while beforehand. Nobody still has got any real run of form behind us. So all we need to do is another couple of wins. And again, we'll be back to happy land, won't we?
Yeah, that's it. That's all we need to do, isn't it? Yeah, Blackburn, I think we'll win that anyway. I'm going against Blackburn.
You say that. Blackburn haven't won in like 6 games, and generally these runs tend to end.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Don't they? They do tend to end.
Yes. I'd like to change my vote, please.
We'll talk more about that when we review the Blackburn game, or preview. I always do that, don't I? When we preview the Blackburn game next week, but there is a week off this weekend because it's internationals. Always love an international weekend, don't you? Yeah,
really exciting.
Especially when you got Jordan Henderson in England.
Yeah. Who are they playing?
Oh, I haven't got a clue. This is how much I'm interested in it. I haven't got a clue. Couldn't tell you. Anyway, so 2 bad defeats. What do we need to do, Dan, to stay in this league, do you think? Beating Blackburn will obviously help.
Yeah. I think just try and get back to that performance, the Leeds performance. You know they can do it. You know, that's the thing is, it's 3 out of 4 games, isn't it, that have been poor, really poor. But that Leeds victory, they know they can do it.
Yeah, shows we've got it.
They can do it. Yeah, and it's those home games. Yeah.
I think we will. I still think we'll be fine, and I still think we'll probably stay up by 4 or 5 points. It's just a little wobble, and this is kind of how our season's gone, though, isn't it? We had a really bad run, and then we got a bit of a decent run, and we had a really bad run again, and it's kind of since that really horrendous start, that's how it's kind of gone, isn't it? Terrible away from home, kind of mostly okay at home, with the occasional Millwall and Plymouth in there. So,
and as we keep saying, other teams aren't going to win 2 or 3 in a row.
No,
they're down there.
No, certainly not enough. We've still got 5 teams between us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Sorry. You'd need 2 or 3 of them to have a good run. Derby looked like they're having a good run, but that could fall off the edge of a cliff again. As quickly as it started, didn't it? So we'll see. All right. So before we come on to your thing, Dan, please get involved with the Pompey Pod. Like, subscribe, visit us on socials at Pompey Pod. Dan's got a little thing going on. Yeah,
I've got a little thing going on. So because it's been such an awful week, for Pompey, I thought I'd try and lighten the mood with a little bit of a quiz for you.
Oh, man, you're going to show how bad my football knowledge is, aren't you?
So here we go. Right, it's guess the football player. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a piece of a Pompey player, and you just have to tell me what Pompey player it is. It's that simple.
Piece.
Just a bit of fun. Yeah. Right, are we ready?
Is this all current?
Yeah. Right, here we go. Are you ready? First one.
Go on.
Start you off nice and gently. There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, nice, easy starter. Yeah, that's obviously Yengi. Callum Lang.
There you go.
Nice.
The next one.
Callum Lang was on the way end, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Oh, that's you can tell by that very definite. It's either I from Back to the Future or it's Freddie Potts.
Let's just see. Hold on. It is Freddie Potts. Well done. 2 out of 2. Ready? Next one.
Yep.
Oh, a bit grainy, this one. Who's this? Bit grainy.
Oh, I can see who it is with the black eye. Of course it is. It's Shocks, isn't it? It's Shocks.
Shocklessy. Let's just see. Hold on. It is Shocklessy. Thank goodness for that.
Yes.
Next one. Oh.
Oh, hello.
Whose finger's that?
Oh, hello. Oh, I know who this is. The hair is misleading because that's not his hair. That's somebody else jumping on his back, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's well, the hair. I'd say the hair is Towler's.
Yeah.
And I think the arm is Colby Bishop.
Let's just see if you're right. Oh,
it is just it. Oh,
Towler, you were so close. You changed your mind. Well, no, you got the hair right.
You got the
I'll
hair
give you
right.
half a mark for the hair. Right, ready? Next one.
Oh, I'm gutted at that.
It's a tricky one. This one.
Oh, actually, this is a tricky one because it's not. Initially I would think Nico Schmidt, but it's not Nico Schmidt. It's Adil Aushish.
It is
pre-Pompey.
Pre-Pompey, a young Adil Aushish in his PSG kit. What was it? The eyebrows that gave that away.
I remember seeing a picture of him with that hair, but I don't remember it being as a PSG player. But I do remember seeing him with longer hair, and he looks quite different, doesn't he?
Yeah. Are ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Next one.
Oh, shut up! Oh, shut up!
That's a tricky one, isn't it? That's a tricky one.
That is a tricky one. Oh, I don't recognise the teeth. I'll have to say.
I reckon you're still going to get it.
I'm going to go Colby.
Colby Bishop. Are you ready?
Yeah, it's not, is it? Oh, okay. Paddy Lane. Right.
Paddy Lane. Here we go.
Well,
whose barn is that?
Is that Beaker off of the Muppet Show?
It's Ogilvy.
No, obviously it's the twin, isn't it? It's Josh Murphy.
Josh Murphy.
I was going to say in his Norwich days. Right, there you go.
When he was 15. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, who's that? Who's that?
Oh.
I know that is. That's Sana Ritchie.
Or Chris Kamara.
Chris Kamara.
Oh, that's got me there. It's not. Is it Hayden?
Hayden? Is that who you're going for?
Yeah. I'm going to have to go for the Hayden, yeah. It's not. I know it's not. Oh, Joe, I nearly went with
Zell.
I thought it's not the Zell because it didn't. Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, that's Colin, isn't it? That's Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Colin Farrell. Handsome, isn't he?
He looks like a photo fit, doesn't he?
Yeah. He looks like, when you suck a boiled sweet and then you take it out. That's what his head shape is. It's like a half-sucked boiled sweet. Ready? Next one. Yeah. Oh, it's a toughie, this one.
Oh, that is a toughie.
This is a toughie.
It's not they're all current, are they? It's not Steve Foster.
One of them might not be current.
This one. I don't know. That's some hair, isn't it? Wow. Yeah. That's like, it's a nest. It's an absolute nest. Yeah. So
what colour would you say this person is? Genuine question.
Judging by the forehead, I'm going to say white.
Yeah, that's what you'd think, wouldn't you?
Oh, okay. So
it might not be white. He might not be.
Okay. Oh, I generally haven't got a clue who this is. So they're not a current player.
This one isn't. No.
Give me an era.
80s legend of the club. Captain. He's captain.
It's not Mick Tate, is it?
Is that what you're going for? Black Mick Tate.
Oh, you're saying. Oh,
go on, you got it now.
No, I haven't. Oh. Go on, show me.
Ready? No, Blake, isn't it?
It's not the same forehead.
It is. Look.
It's not.
There you go.
Oh, what?
I like that. It's very
my
nice.
favourite kits, I think.
Yeah, I used to have that one.
That and the Fiat. South Coast Fiat.
I think that's it. I think that's your last one. That's your lot.
That's Shallots.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's good. Dan.
Game, wasn't it? Good game.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
And some more of those, I think.
Let us know how you got on. How many of those did you get? Did you get Noel Blake, or were you as bad as I was? I did all right on the current ones.
Good, yeah, very good.
I want to know. I really want to know now. What was Jacob Farrell so worried about with that picture?
Yeah.
Just before taking that picture, what was he so concerned about? Because he's
Getting
not
injured.
happy, is he? He's not happy about that picture at all.
No.
Anyway, let us know. Let us genuinely know how you got on. How many was there? 10?
There was, 10. Yeah.
10. So did you get all 10? How many did I get? About 8, 7?
Yeah.
7.5. You've given me Towler, I think. 7.5.
Yeah, you got Shaughnessy, Potts, Lang, Murphy, Farrell, Alshish, 7.
Oh, I didn't get Dazelle. I didn't get Dazelle.
And then you didn't get Dazelle, Blake, or half a point for
half.
Towler.
I'm having half. 7.5. Did you beat me at 7.5? Let us know in the comments. Also, let us know, what do you think of our current form? Are we in trouble? Do you think we'll be safe? Do you think we'll be fine? That's been it for the Pompey pod this week. We'll be back with a preview to Blackburn Rovers this time next week. But for now, play out Pompey. Goodbye.
Bye.